The relationship between teachers and the parents of their students is extremely important. While some parents would rather keep the contact with you to a minimum, others are more likely to want a regular update of their child's attendance, grades, or participation. Some parents are going to feel as if they need to keep in contact with you continuously, perhaps even daily. And with all of the new technologies out there, the possibilities are anything but limited. As a future teacher, I've been worried about confronting parents, or what I do as a professional when a parent confronts me. Observing my own parents and realizing their struggles in keeping contact with teachers, I understood how important it is for a teacher to be easy to reach. In the case study Enhancing Parent-Teacher Communication Using Technology, a Reading Improvement Clinic example, a tutoring program uses the online program WebCT.com, or Blackboard. The program brings together all of the ways you may want to keep in contact with a parent, including messages and public posts. They found that the parents were more included once the tutors were updating them on children's progress in the program. But with all of the social networking websites today, we may as teachers want to find a way to include those into our daily contact with parents. Emailing these days is a great way for you to keep in contact with parents. Type your message, type the address, and hit send. When the parent receives their email, they can respond quickly and often immediately. There are multiple websites where you can create an email address for free. That is, if your school doesn't provide one for you. Of course, there are some difficulties with using email. Principal Thomas R. Hoare talks about this in his e-letter to the parents of the school in St. Louis. That complaining parent was upset when he hit send. His e-stick in the eye was designed to provoke a reaction, and it did. I read his email, pounded a response. It does feel good to make those keystrokes more intense. And hit send. Back at you. Alas, that quick response doesn't lead to a solution, and the email record allows everyone to revisit each comment and get upset once more, says Hoare. Later, he mentions, I've always felt it's important to be visible to parents and staff, and the ease of email makes it oddly even more important. But how can we be visible to the parents with all of our work and activities we need to get done throughout the day? Perhaps Skype is a good idea. Reaching someone on their cell phone is impossible these days, and it's much more difficult to keep in contact for long enough to actually schedule a meeting. With Skype, both parties need a camera to connect to their computer and download the Skype program from Skype.com. Here they can have a face-to-face meeting easily, without having to leave the comfort of their home or office. Some parents may not feel comfortable with such a meeting, but others might find it extremely convenient. Blogging is a wonderful way for teachers to keep parents updated. All the parents need is access to the internet and a link to the blog. In a blog, the teacher can keep track of what they've been doing in class, as well as post updates, links, and references. It's a more fun and modern way for parents to know what's on your mind. Some education sites aren't very easy to navigate, but since blogging is so popular, a lot of the sites and pages are far easier to work with. Sites like Tumblr have fun and easy interfaces that people who aren't too internet savvy can work with easily. There are plenty of other websites and types of technology to use, but the most popular ways to keep in contact these days is social networking. Sites like Twitter, Google Docs, and YouTube are used in schools, researched by Ron Schachter in his article, The Social Media Dilemma. Schools use Twitter to let parents know when schools close, or to keep in contact with an author that may not be able to visit the classroom. On YouTube, you can upload videos and share them. You can use them the same way you might use a blog, and you can keep parents updated on what you're doing while visually showing them as well. You can record times in the class, you can record what you're doing, or you can record their children. Of course, there are always privacy concerns, and you might need the permission of the parents to do this, but you can also upload videos directly to your blog, and that will help some concerns be put to rest. Twitter is a quick and easy way to send updates. You can use it to let students and parents know what's going on. You can even use it for easy reminders such as, the final project is due for tomorrow. Make sure you hand that in. Parents can even make an account on Twitter and have your updates sent to their phone or email. It's quick and easy and productive for the important things that you have to say in a short amount of time. On Google Docs, you can upload or make documents, presentations, spreadsheets, and more, and share them with the email addresses of the people of your choice. All they need is a link. With Google Documents, the information is saved online automatically. So if your computer crashes, you don't have to do any extra work. There isn't really much research that's been done on the actual effect of using these websites and programs to keep in contact with families at home. Much of the research that has been done is done in other countries and languages. It may be because we as Americans take the idea of technology for granted, and we don't think about the truly positive ways that we could use it to help us. So in response, I had to come up with my own ideas and ways to use technology for communication, other than the bland email, and I wanted the ideas to be creative and fun, and easy for teachers who aren't necessarily familiar with the internet as much as I am. But you're welcome to come up with your own ideas. Hopefully, as a future teacher, you feel a little bit more comfortable keeping in contact with your parents, knowing that social media is there to help. Things like blogging, email, and programs specifically made for teacher-parent communication will slowly become essential in today's society, and it's beneficial to you to become familiar with these types of websites now. I'm glad I could be of some assistance.